Yeah. So we are in the TU domain, right? Let me run this one. So the visit information and the baseline flag related to variables are pending. Uh,
I'm sorry, Shiva. Just give me a minute. I couldn't see any your screen actually. Just give me a minute. I'll log off and log in again.
yeah, okay, no issue. Yeah, here any other variables if you are missing. All required and permissible we have included. So whenever we are dealing with some what DTC, so DI variable also we have to be derived. Okay. Yeah. Mm, so almost epoch and a visit DY also we have find, right? Yeah. So visit related variable and the study day related variable and the baseline, the last observation we have to be mapped. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So how the visit information we are going to map. So here you can see PU2. So here the visit number they have given as either screening, either treatment assessment. Okay, so what it is treatment assessment? So just go to our TV data set trial domain. So here these are the visit. In this we don't see any treatment assessment visit. Treatment assessment in the either any of this visit. So how can we find? So which is this treatment assessment? So we have to check this date. Okay, so this 13/6/2019 of this subject and go to the SV data set of the particular subject. So you can check all the dates of the subject, so start date and end date, where this date is going to fit that date, that information you have to pick from the visit and you have to map that visit. So each and every subject, so this date, so season date or treatment assessment date, we have to check and we need to be take the information from the visit and you have to do. Okay, so how to do that one, we'll see step by step. So first, mm, visit number, visit derivation. So first visit information, you just start the data set, subject time, the visit number, so start date, end date. Okay, so we are not going to consider the unscheduled visits. Okay, so unscheduled visits we no need to consider. Unscheduled visits we don't want to include. Only scheduled visits we have to check. Yeah, SU data set we have created with each and every subject, the start date and the end date. Okay, start date and end date. For example, this subject you can see start dates 2 and 5. Okay, so but if you see some subjects, okay, so this 004 subject you can see, you can see this line, these two lines. So December 6th to December 6th and 31st January to 31st Jan. For example, our tumor assessment was happening something like 7th December. So what can we do? So if we are checking this date to this date, if something like 7th December tumor assessment happen, so that visit is not following anything. So that is why what we do, so from the 6th December to 31st December, 31st January, everything comes under this only. Okay, so everything comes under end of the treatment. Okay, so like that, this date to this date everything happen, so we can consider this. So to get that one, so 6th, not 6th to 6, 6th to 31st means the start date of this visit, the start date of next visit, everything comes under the previous visit. So how to do that one? Data SV2 set, SV data set. So SV end date, so lag. So I'm using the lag function, SVENDTC. Okay. So if first dot use of JID, then this variable I am keeping missing. Why? Because if you are not giving this one, the previous subject last record going to the next subject first record. So we don't want, so subject wise information. For example, if you are not using, so for example, this third related this 20 is going to be next subject. So that is why each and every first subject record I am keeping as a missing. If not first dot use sub JID, then SVENDTC. So I'm just giving this variable. Yeah, now you can do the SV2. So I just shown you one subject filter. So now you can see the end of the treatment. So start date is 6th December, end date is 22/11. Oh, 1 minute. So 14 should be here, right? Sorry. So now you can see these dates. So it is starts with the 22nd, means the previous visit date here we can look, and 6th December to 6th December to 31st. So whenever a date was in the TU data set, which should be there between any one of this date. Okay. Yeah. So previously we have here, we can cross check the dates. This subject, you can see these two records. Okay. So it starts with the December 12 to December 6th. Okay. December 6th to December 6th. Now you can see we are changing that to, sorry, previous visit, like 22nd 11 to, so 6th December. Something must happen. So that is, we can call it as treatment. So that what happened, no dates are going to miss. Okay. So once the SV data set was ready, start dates and end date. So we sort our data set TU2 and out equal to TU data set. So subject time for data set, and we have to merge these two data set together. Rock SQL, create table, something like TU underscore final as. So select, so from A to subject ID, A link ID, and TU DTC. So B data set, visit, comma, visit number, from which data set. So TU you can consider as a data set, and we have to left join. SV2 data set, we can call it as B data set. Okay. So on A data set, U sub JID equal to B data set, U sub JID, and so B data set SVSTDTC should be between A data set TUDTC between B data set SVEN DTC. So it should be no starting and ending of SVST data sets. So if our date is between, so that visit we can populate here where B data set visit is not null. So now the TU underscore final you can see. So here, so each and every subject based upon the date, which visit it comes under. Okay, so which visit it comes under, you will find some dates are comes under cycle 2, cycle 1 screening. Okay, so simply sort the data set. So our main data set by user JID and the link ID and date. And we have to merge, we have to sort this data set also in a similar way. So any out equal to this final you will give as final one. Any duplicates are there, we can delete. Okay. So finally we merge these two data set, the visit data set with our main data set TU2 along with this TU final one. by use of JID, link ID, and DTC. If you, yeah, now TU3 has 69 observations, so you can see the visit information. Okay, so where is that, like, treatment assessment is there, so that comes under which visit you can see here. So treatment assessment, either this is cycle 3, this is end of the treatment. So where the something like missing visits are there, that's nothing but that visits are happening before the taking our treatment. So wherever the visit information is missing, visit equal to missing, then that visit we can consider as screening visit. Okay. And if the visit equal to screening, then the visit number is 1. Perfect. So next we have to derive the TU-dy. So let me copy this one. Yeah. So what are the variables? The dy. So study day derivations you already know we have done in the AE or other data set. How to do in this one? So simply open our program. So study day derivations are same across all the data set. So we have done in the AE. So AE data set, the study day derivations, how we done? So we are taking the DM data set, RFSTDTC, and these two are numeric version of the adverse event start date and end date. So this is the RFSTDTC. If your date is greater than or equal to 0, so we are adding the plus 1. So same we can do here. So just copy this section and paste it here. Okay. So let me modify. This is TU3. So TU3 data set, you will merge with the DM data set and create the TU4. And here only one date is there, TUDTC. So that is a character. So that is why just convert them into the numeric. Okay. So end date is not needed. And here this you can consider TU start date. So TU start date is not equal to missing, and this is the TU TUDY TUSTDY TUDY greater than or equal to missing, same formula. So I already told you whenever you see some study day derivation, the formula is same. Yeah. So now you keep here. Yeah. So TU4 data set, all the variables we have included, including this TUDY. Something was happening before study day. Some assessment was happening after treatment. Okay. So what about this TULOBXFL? So we can see that is a permissible. Yeah. So last observation before exposure flag. Okay. So before exposure flag means before taking the RFXST what is the last observation? So you can see this any subject, for example. Yeah, here you can see the visits. Yeah, so first visit it was happening before taking the treatment. That is why you are getting a negative value. So in this negative value, so which one is the last record? So they want to map it is a Y. So if the screening has different records for different tumors, so we need to give Y flag to those records. That means like such like baseline flag, but here so they want to give what are the record, last observation before the exposure flag. Okay, so how to get that last record, we'll see. So first the last record. So how can we know? So your date. So your date should be less than or equal to the treatment start date and not missing of this date. Okay, so that records we just separated it out in a separate data set. So 43 records we have. So if you see here, this subject having different tumors, right? TL1, NTL, and tumor related. So each and every type of tumor, so we have to give the last record. So simply you just sort the data set by use subject ID, the link ID. Yeah. So link ID, each and every subject, link ID, last record you need to take. So data, last, set, last by this, if last record of this tumor link ID. Okay. And this flag is going to give for all these records and keep the subject, the flag, and this date and the link ID. So each subject have different tumors are there, right? So each type of tumor we are taking the last record. So here you can see the subject one having so NTL1, NT2, T1, T2, T3. So each and every type. So what is the date? The date last before taking the drug. So that record we are populating the flag here. Okay, so don't think that each subject having only one record, because each subject have a different tumors are there, right? So non-targeted, targeted, new tumors also there. So each and everything, so we are giving the flag here. After that one, we are merging this data set to our main data set. Data, final data set. So merge your TU4 data set and this last data set by USUBGID, link ID and date wise. Yeah, perfect merging was happening. So after that one, just keep the variables and retain these variables. Now we can see the perfect data set. So here the subject. So we'll see the for our subject. Yeah. So here, so new tumor, non-targeted tumors are three, means nine records, three times. And here, this is the targeted tumor T1 and T2. So in this targeted tumor, what is the location, what is the method, and this is flag, which one happening before taking the treatment, and this was the visits, and this was epoch and dates. Okay, so you need to sort your data set, and one more variable is pending, that is TU sequence variable. So whenever we have derived the sequence variable, we are going to derive it last, right? So how to do that one? Simple. So check the page of key variable sorting page, and in that, what is the sorting order they mentioned? You need to sort the data set TU. This is the sort ID. So eval ID. Eval ID was not there, right? So proxer. So as per this one, evaluation ID was not there. So study ID, use subject ID, and link ID wise you have to sort, and then how the sequence variable we created, similar. Just create this one. Mm, final. This is TU. So where the sequence variable after use subject ID, the sequence variable there. The link ID, TU link ID. Here, this is the TU sequence. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So finally, the TU data set is ready with all the variables. Yeah. So each and every subject. So we are giving the numbering like this. So how many records are there? So first new tumors, non-targeted tumors, targeted tumors, where it is found, and the BL flag and evaluator, and the visit number, visit, epoch, the date, and the study day also we have mapped. So this what complex TU domain. Okay. Yeah. And once we done what we do, simply apply the attribute section and send this data it into our permanent library. So permanent library. So this library directly also you can map to you. The label is tumor lesion identification. So up to now, so we have done TU domain as well, along with the DEM, AC, AESV, etc. Okay. Yeah. So anybody having any doubt on this TU or other, you can unmute and ask. So tomorrow we are going to see the either TR dataset or response RS dataset. After that one, other dataset. The two datasets are so the efficacy related. We'll see. So let me open the plan. Yeah, TU was completed. It will take 3 days. Next, either TR or RS. Next TR. I think So tomorrow 28th, right? So 28th I will take RS and 29 and 30. 29 and 30 it will take, I think TR will take 2 days time. So 29 and 30. So next 31st and 1st. So we'll complete the remaining all the extra topic discussion. Okay, so this is what the plan. So even I'll take a class on the Sunday also because we need to finish up everything by Monday. Yeah. So anybody having any doubt on this, you can ask me now. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you for attending the class. We'll meet you tomorrow to discuss with the RS domain.